Hello guys, thanks so much for watching. Today we are doing a Costco haul, but I also want to talk about what to buy at Costco if you do not have a big family, if you don't have a bunch of kids yet. One of you guys came up with this on Instagram and I thought this was the best idea. She told me what to buy at Costco for 2 people and I was like, that is us. We don't have kids, it's just the 2 of us. So I thought this was a great idea because I've never seen anything like this. The only videos I've seen on Costco are like for big families. And if you're only shopping for 2 people or 1 or 3, if you don't have a lot of people in your family, I feel like you do have to think about Costco a little bit differently. So I'm going to share the tips that I use every time I shop in this video along with everything I bought. Honestly, I bought way too much stuff, but it's kind of hard not to because things are not there forever. So if you want it, you have to jump on it. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you go. Please hit the like button if you do find this helpful, and definitely write a comment down below. Let everybody know what your favorite products are at Costco so they can check that out before they go shopping. And let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start out with some larger things I want to share. We'll get into the dry foods and then the frozen and refrigerated. I'm going to split it up just because there's so much stuff. I don't want anything to go bad. So the very first thing, run to Costco for this, don't walk, because these hangers, you guys, are so good. I've had these for a very long time. And they haven't had them for at least like 6 or 8 months. It's one of those things that they had as like a staple product and then they didn't have it anymore. So when we went to Costco last night and I saw these, I jumped on them. Honestly, I probably should have gotten a second box, but it's 50 hangers for $12.99, which is a very good deal. These are great quality. I bought at least like 4 boxes of these, I would say, when we first bought this house. And hangers are like hair ties. I honestly don't understand where they go, what happens to them. These hangers are just amazing quality. They don't break or bend or snap or anything. I just love these hangers. They're the ones that we use. Well, I mean, obviously, who needs like way more than 4 boxes of hangers? So yeah, I totally recommend these, you guys, for the price. They're just so good. So the next item is this guy, and I already looked it up to see if it was available on Amazon, and it is, so I will link it from there too if you guys are not shoppers at Costco if you don't have one. But I've heard very good things about these hangers, or oh my gosh, very good things about these containers. These are the OXO Softworks. There are 12 containers in here, and it's pretty self-explanatory on the box if you guys can see that, what is inside. So it basically is for dry goods like pasta, cereal, and chips and candies, whatever you can think of. I really want to do an organization video on the kitchen. I know I've done one already, but I really want to like expand on that and do like way more, because honestly, I know we need it like for crackers and things like that. I feel like when it's just in a regular box, it kind of gets lost in there. I kind of forget about it and like I pack it too full. So I'm excited to film a video kind of surrounding things like this. We're into the dry goods now, and I did open some things last night and test them out. So I'm going to tell you guys like some first impressions. I probably should have waited, but then I'm like, I'm sure they want to hear like if I like certain things that I haven't had before. So the first are these. It's called Wild Ophelia, that's the brand, and these are a chocolate with cold brew inside, so like a coffee flavor. And then they have sea salt with caramel and sea salt with caramel latte. And I'm obsessed, you guys. So it comes in a box like this, and then you open it and they're just like an individually wrapped packet or an individually wrapped product. And these are very good, you guys. I actually really like that it's like an individually wrapped product because I feel like I eat a little less. I don't know, that's just me. This does say it is a gluten-free product, but it's processed on equipment that processes wheat and milk, soy, and peanuts and things like that. So that's fine for me, but if you guys are like celiac, then please refrain from like what I'm telling you and make sure everything is safe for you. And the next is a bag of a bunch of avocados. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 avocados in here. I can't remember how much this was, but I know it's only like a few dollars. And the only thing with Costco is they never are ripe. They're all like pretty hard right now. So in the next few days, we're going to be eating a lot of avocados because I have a feeling they're all going to go ripe at the same time. The next thing are these Parmesan Wisps. We have bought those, you guys, a million times. I would say this exact package from Costco at least 7 times. And my husband, he does the keto diet, so he really likes those for keto, and I really like those just with like salami or lunch meat on top, or like for a spread. I will have those with a spread instead of a cracker. And it's just a really good like staple thing to have. He also loves these protein bars from the Costco brand. And he also reads a lot of Reddit for keto, and everyone on there said that the protein bars from Costco were the best. So he's been buying these for, I would say, like at least 6 months, and he really likes those. I'm not really like a protein bar person. If you guys are wondering if there's one that I recommend, I kind of just like skip over them. And then I also picked up some gluten-free pastas for me. They always have the best pasta options for like a wheat alternative, by the way. So I don't know, I've just had like so many different pastas from there, and I've always really liked them. But this one is a quinoa and white rice pasta, and I had this for dinner last night. It was really good. I put in some vegetables and rotisserie chicken. We did buy a rotisserie chicken from Costco, but we pretty much buy those like wherever we are because we just eat those for so many different things. Like sometimes I'll have it with like a nacho or in pasta like I did last night, or just with like a side of salad and fresh vegetables. Like the options are endless with rotisserie chicken, so we always will buy those wherever we are. But as long as the pasta is not a corn-based pasta, then it almost is always good for gluten-free. I don't think I've ever had a corn-based pasta that I liked. They take forever for you to cook them, and they stick together really bad, and they're just hard. So if it is a rice or quinoa-based pasta, they always are good. I did get another one. This is a fusilli super grain pasta. So this one is a little bit darker, and it's just like the smaller and round ones. So those are a great buy. I know they'll last me a really long time. The other thing I got for gluten-free is their superseded. This is a multi-grain bread. It's a pack of 2. I'm going to put one in the fridge and then freeze one. I don't think I've ever had this brand before. I definitely don't think I've had a multi-grain that's gluten-free. So I wanted to try that out, and of course it's so much cheaper when you buy in bulk. I mean, it's way more at the same time, or it's like way more when you buy, obviously, but it will last you forever. So hopefully this is good because I'm stuck with 2 loaves. I just pulled everything out of the refrigerator and the freezer, and at least for the refrigerated section, this is where you really have to have some self-control if you don't have a lot of people to feed, just because I probably avoid like 70% of that section, which is such a bummer, but I'm not going to finish a pound of like a dip. I wish I would. Actually, I'm happy that I don't. But I don't know, it's just so hard. And some things I do freeze from that section, but there are a lot of things that are not the same once you freeze them. Like I wouldn't freeze a spread or a dip. And the first guy I picked up is a soup. So this is a chicken with white bean and kale. It is a gluten-free soup, and it just looks really good. And I might freeze one of these. Soup is always one of those things I can freeze and always is still like really good after it's thawed. So it does come in 2 containers, which is really nice. And I'm actually going to have this for lunch today. And then if I don't finish, or if I don't at least start the other one in the next few days, I will just pop that in the freezer. The next thing is 3 cucumbers. And I've been making a lot of smoothies in the morning with cucumber. It's just really refreshing. So that one I'm not worried about. I know I will go through 3 cucumbers in the next, I don't know, like probably week and a half. It's something that will hold up really well. We also picked up these beef snack sticks. This essentially is like a beef jerky in a stick form. I know some people think this is like real gross. Honestly, I love beef jerky. I always have. So I'm sure that we will finish these within a few weeks or so. I think this is something that like holds up really well, and it says small batch, 14 grams of protein. There is not a flavor to this. It's just like the regular flavor, so that's good for us. The only fruit I picked up are these raspberries, and fruit is in huge quantities at Costco, so I avoid a lot of it, but I love raspberries. I honestly think that they taste like Sour Patch Kids, so I will eat these for sure within a week, and that will be fine and won't be wasted. So that's the only fruit item that I got. We also got some bacon. One of these is in the freezer, and the other one we just put in the fridge because a lot of times we'll make like a whole thing of bacon ahead of time and just have it in the fridge and have it like on salads and sandwiches throughout the week. So yeah, it comes in a 2-pack, but one of those is already in the freezer. In case you guys are wondering, it's thin sliced, center cut, hickory smoked. It's just like the regular one from the Kirkland brand. This isn't something that I would pick out, but I know Chad loves this. That's why he threw it in the cart. This is a cheddar cheese. It's seriously sharp and it's really popular. A lot of people say online that it's really good. So some of you guys will probably like it, but I'm not a huge fan of this cheese, and I believe this is something that can be frozen too, like part of it if he doesn't finish it in time. As soon as I saw the label on this product, I was like, that's coming home with us. So this is a tikka masala. I've never had a tikka masala that I wasn't obsessed with at like a bunch of restaurants. Sometimes we make it at home. I've never had like a pre-packaged one like this from Costco, but I'm so ready to try this. There's 2 pouches in here. One of these will probably end up in the freezer. And if you've never had this, you have to try it, you guys. I typically have it with like a brown rice. Honestly, it's just so good. I wish I could explain it to you. It's kind of like a curry, but it's like way better than curry even. So try this if you haven't had it. It's amazing. And for the frozen stuff, this is a winner. You guys have to try this if you are a mochi person. Oh my gosh, it's so much better than I thought it was going to be. It tastes similar to the Whole Foods mochi bar. And I don't even know how to describe this either. It's basically has like a rice wrapping, a rice dough, premium ice cream wrapped in a sweet rice dough. So it's like soft and ricey on the outside and then has the ice cream inside of it. It's one of those things that you really have to try. I love mochi so much and all of these are really good. This one is strawberry and vanilla and mango. The vanilla bean I wasn't like obsessed with, but the strawberry and the mango, you guys, like it tastes like the ones from Whole Foods that are really good. If you've ever had the mochi from Trader Joe's, I really don't like that one, but this one I'm just like, it's the best. This is something I have bought a million times from Costco. These are chicken nuggets. They are gluten-free, no antibiotics used ever, 100% all natural, fully cooked breast meat. And I have bought this, you guys, so many times. I eat this alone, I eat it on salads. It's one of those things that I eat whenever I'm home alone and I just want something fast and easy. I always will make these, so I probably have shared these on Instagram like way too many times, but just a good like simple thing to have on hand. I almost forgot these street tacos because they were sitting with all the refrigerated stuff, but this is a frozen product. It is a soft corn tortilla filled with pork carnitas and tomatillo salsa. There's 20 tacos in there, and I know this is like so not a healthy product. I mean, it seems like it's not at least, but it didn't say anything about flour or wheat inside of it, and so I went for it. It probably is just like processed on something that has that, but definitely like proceed with caution if you are celiac. And I don't know, I'm just so excited about this. I mean, I know it's like probably so unhealthy like I said, but sometimes you just like want something like this to have on hand. So hopefully those are good. I've never had those before. I don't think I've seen them there. But as soon as I see something that's frozen that I can have, I'm just like super intrigued. So hopefully those are good. And that is everything that I bought, all my tips, recommendations. Definitely check out the comments down below, see what everybody else recommends. That way the next time you go shopping, you are all set up to get the best stuff. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you. Hit the like button if you found this helpful, and definitely write a comment down below. Even if you are a commenter regularly, I would love to hear from you. I respond to all of your comments, and I will see you guys right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!